So we'll start from this question. So the question states that from the following information relating to AZX Co, you are required to find out PV ratio, break-even point, profit, margin of safety, and volume of sales to earn a profit of 10,000. And the total fixed cost is 5,500, and total sales is 25,000, and the total variable cost is 8,500. So if you see here, in this problem they have not given us units. Okay, so without giving the units we have to work out this problem. So in the earlier problem we had units, but here we do not have units and we have to work out. So if we don't have units, then how will we proceed with this problem? So that is the question here. So marginal costing is quite flexible, so whether you have units or without units, you can easily find out the answers for this. So first let's see what are the requirements. Okay, so you want PV ratio, break-even point, profit, MOS, and volume. So we'll get the formulas. So we have formulas like PV ratio, break-even point, profit, MOS, and volume of sales. Okay, volume of sales to earn a profit. So we have all these ratios here. So what's our job is like? Our job is like quite simple now. We just have to input the information. So sales is 25,000, and just 25,000. Variable cost is 8,500. We'll get the contribution. And fixed cost is going to be 5,500. So our profit is 11,000. So let's get the PV ratio here. So PV ratio or CS ratio, so you can use it simultaneously, that won't be a problem. So in the earlier problem we found out contribution by per unit. I think that's how we found out through per unit. We can also find out it through the whole amount. Okay, so we'll find out here through whole amount. The whole amount would be 16,500 divided by sales 25,000. So if we get decimals, we will round it off. Okay, it's coming to exactly 0.66. So what's a break-even point? Break-even point in amount. So that's what we are finding out. We cannot find out in units. We can't find out in units because there's no units given. So break-even point in amount or sales, okay, or they call it as sales BEP, is fixed cost divided by CS ratio or PV ratio. Anything you can use. So let's get that answer. See, the answer that you get is units. Okay, so you can round it off. So the next question is, what is the profit? Okay, what's a profit? So I think profit we have found it. We have found out it here. Okay, so we don't need to separately do it. We started with profit only. So we'll skip that. So we'll do MOS. So MOS is profit divided by CS ratio. So let's get the profit. So profit is 11,000. So we got a MOS sales. Okay, so this is called as either MOS in amount or sales MOS. Okay, either way they can ask. And the last part of it is volume of sales to earn a profit of 10,000. So to get a profit of 10,000, how much the company should earn? Okay. So this is a formula here. Let's get the answer. So formula is fixed cost, which is 5,500. Targeted profit is 10,000 divided by CS ratio, which is 0.66. So let's copy. Let's work it out. Okay. See, I think we've made a small mistake. Whenever you divide CS ratio or PV ratio, the answer that you get is the amount. Okay, so it's going to represent the dollar or rupee. So here it is rupee. Here also it is rupee. Here also it is rupee. So whenever, so if you want, you can have a note. Note is when PV or CS ratio is used as denominator, the answer will be in rupees or dollars. Okay, so it represents the amount. The answer that you get is in amount. So if you do the same sum, so note when contribution per unit is used as denominator, the answer will be in units. Okay, so this is a very important point here. So that's about this problem. I think we have finished A, B, C, D. So A, B, C is already here. So C is here. And D is done, E is done. So that's about this problem. We'll move on to the next one. So here we have a problem which is similar to, I think we have solved the second one. The second problem and this problem are like almost similar. So this is our, the earlier one was our third problem. And now we are doing our fourth problem. Okay, so let's start with the question. ZCO gives you the following information. Selling price is 60 per unit, variable cost is 30 per unit, fixed costs are 10,000 per year. Forecasted sales are 900 units per month. Okay, so it's not per month, we will amend it to per year. Okay, it's per year. Compute the following. Use amounts as possible. Okay, we should not use units, so our denominator should be as far as possible, should be in CS ratio. Okay, that's why they have said use amounts as possible. So we can get all the formulas earlier done. We can put them here and we'll start. So we'll start the problem. So he wants the answer to be in amount only. So we have to calculate the amount on a separate area. So we'll start. So sales is going to be 60 into number of units is 900. Next is variable cost is 30 into 900. Fixed cost is 10,000. So our contribution is 27,000 and our profit is 17,000. So we got the numbers. Let's work out PV ratio. So answer is 0.5. So BEP point would be fixed cost divided by PV ratio. Okay, so this represents the amount. So the amount here is a dollar. So this also will be in dollar, and this also answer will also be in dollar. So MOS is profit divided by CS ratio. So the profit here is 17,000. So MO sales is 34, and the targeted sale will be fixed cost is existing is 10,000. And the target profit will be a target profit they want in amount 30,000. Let's get the CS ratio. CS ratio would be so that's about the, so if we make 80,000 of sale, our profit would be 30,000. Okay, so that's what it tells here. And have we finished everything? So contribution and profit we have finished. PV ratio we have finished. So that is the second part. We finished. BEP in amount we have finished. Okay, what we have not done is BEP in units. Okay, so that we will work out here. Okay, what we want is BEP in units, so that will work out. So BEP in units, you can use fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. Okay, you can use that formula, or okay, or if you have already found out the BEP amount, sales amount, you can just divide that sales amount. Okay, BEP sales, this sales amount divided by selling price per unit. You can use that. So let's use in that manner. So 20,000 divided by what's the selling price per unit? Selling price per unit is 60. So we will break even in this number of units. Okay, so that also we have done. So next one is MOS. So we can find out MOS sales. Okay, MOS in units we can find out in this manner. So MOS units we can find out by MOS sales divided by selling price per unit. So 34,000 is the MOS sales divided by 0.5 is the PV ratio or CS ratio. Let's get the answer. So 68,000 units. Sorry, 68. I think it should be selling price. Sorry, selling price is 60. Is 60. So this is the units. Okay. So hopefully we got everything here. So on the last one is number of units that must be sold. Okay. So we have found it in amount. We have already found it in amount. So if you want to find out it in units, we can do this. Sales units for a target profit. Okay, we will use this measure. So the formula would be get the sales amount divided by again selling price per unit. So you can take 80,000 divided by selling price per unit is 60. So unit wise they have to sell 133 units to achieve a profit of 30,000. Okay, so why we did two sums? Okay, we did two sums which are having the same answers. Okay, we'll have the same answers because the second sum is about working out first in units. Okay, we have to first find out in units, then we have to find out it in amount. Okay, so we first found out in units, then we found out in amount. Okay, this fourth sum is about finding first in amount, then finding with that in units. Okay, so you should be like flexible in both. Okay, so the first initial problems in marginal costing will be like little bit confusing, but once you get adapted to it, it becomes quite easy. Okay, so ensure you get adapted to marginal costing problems. So from here we'll move on to BEP charts. So here is BEP chart. So we have to create a BEP chart based upon the given data, and this is the chart here. On the y-axis you have the sales, and on the x-axis you have the unit sold. Okay, unit sold or unit produced. So we'll start. So we have to create a chart here. Zco gives you the following information: selling price is 60, variable cost is 30, fixed cost is 10,000 per year, and forecasted sales is 900 units per month. Okay, that should be in 900 units per year. So that part alone we'll amend. Okay, it's per year. We have to draw three charts: basic break-even chart, then contribution break-even chart, then profit volume chart. Okay, so we have to create three charts here. So first we'll create basic break-even chart. So this is called as basic break-even chart. We'll start from this. So to create a chart, you need axis, you need the points or the coordinates. So this is the x and this is the y point, and we have to create for selling price or for sales, we have to create a line, and we have to create a line for fixed cost, and for total cost we have to create another line for total cost. Okay, so total cost is usually with variable cost only we can find out total cost. So we'll start. So for x, okay, x refers to units. So units we have like we have to find out for 2 points. Okay, when the sales units, okay, units is going to be minimum, the most minimum, which is units is going to be 0, and when units are going to be the maximum sales. So maximum sales is 900 units per year. Okay, we'll start. So see, when sales is 0, okay, the number of units is 0, what happens is the sales would be value will also be 0. Okay, so y value will also be 0. So the coordinate would be 0 comma 0. And if the sales is going to be 900, then amount would be 900 into 60. Okay, it will be 54,000. In the same way, we have to find out for fixed cost. So when fixed cost is going to be 0 units, okay, when units are going to be again 0 900. If it's 0 also, fixed cost will be fixed and you have to pay 10,000. And when units are 900, then also you have to pay 10,000. Okay, so either way it is 10,000. So then we go to variable cost or total cost. Okay, we have to show the line total cost. So total cost is nothing but variable cost plus fixed cost. So when you don't produce any unit, you don't incur any cost, variable cost. But if you're going to incur 900 units of sales, you will incur a variable cost of 30. Okay, so you'll incur 27. So this is the coordinate points. So here the coordinate point is 0 comma 0, here 900 comma 54,000, 0 comma 10,000, 900 comma 10,000, 0 comma 0, and 900 comma 27,000. So in this chart we do not show the variable cost line. Okay, what we show instead is the total cost line. We show only the total cost line. So what would be the total cost? So total cost would be when we produce 0 units, the cost we incur is 10,000 plus 0. Okay, so this number would be 10,000 of fixed cost plus 0 of variable cost. Okay, so this amount would be 10,000. Even if you don't produce, your total cost is 10,000. And at 900 units, your fixed cost is 10,000, but your variable cost is 27,000. So totally it becomes 37,000. Okay, so you don't show the variable cost. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll only bold the items that we are going to show. Okay, so we have to show only 3 lines. So let's draw the 3 lines. So to draw the chart, okay, your numbers should go from 0 to 900. Units should be from 0 to 900. So if it's not that, you have to extend the chart and create the numbers. So that we have done. On this side, we have to show from 0 to the maximum amount in this table. The maximum amount is 54,000. So from 0, we have to show 54,000. So let's see how to show it. So what we'll do is we'll either we have to extend the line or we have to increase the scale. I think we'll increase the scale. So we'll put it as 10,000. We'll put it as 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. 40,000. 50,000 and 60,000. So we have drawn the, we have given the scales properly. So let's see the lines. So we'll take a different line here. So we'll take this line. So this line we'll color it, take it as orange. Okay, so we'll mark. See, the sales is 0, 0. So the starting point would be here. 0, 0 is here. Units and the sales amount are same. And for 900 units, okay, so for 900 units, which is 900 units is here. For that, it's going to be 54,000. Okay, so this is 50,000. Okay, this should be 55,000. So roughly we can draw up to this point. So this is your sales line. Okay, if you want, you can mark it as the sales line. The next line is going to be fixed cost line. So fixed cost is going to be another color. We'll put it as red color. So when 0 units of are sold, okay, are produced, it's 10,000. And when you produce 900 units, then also it is 10,000. So it is a flat line. So you just have to put it as FC. That's done. We have like one more line and we'll color it in, okay, we'll put it as green. So when total cost is, when you are 0 units producing, it is, when you are producing 0 units, okay, you incur a cost of 10,000. So your starting is here. And when you produce 900 units, your cost is 37,000. So 37,000. So this is 40. So 37 would represent somewhere little bit lower than this. Okay. So this is your total cost. So it's done. So now, what is our idea here? See, our idea is to find out the BEP. So the BEP is the point. BEP is the point at which, okay, at which the total cost equals the sales. Okay, so when sales, okay, sorry, equals to sales is equal, sales is equaling total cost. Okay, so that's our concept here. So this is the BEP point. So BEP point, if you draw a line, so we'll draw another line. Okay, this time we'll format it differently. So look at here, the BEP, there are two BEPs. So one is BEP in unit. Okay, so BEP in unit is this point, right? And BEP in amount will be this point. So let's correctly get it, will be this point. Okay, so hopefully, is it correct? Okay, it's correct. So let's see what is that. So if you see BEP, if you found out units, it will be somewhere between like I think 330 units, and BEP amount, if you take, is somewhere I think exactly at 20,000. So it is would be dollars 20,000. Okay, BEP amount. And so this part is the BEP part. So what about the other part? So again we'll take a line. Okay, we'll take the line. So this part of it is BEP, and the next part from here to the end part, what is it? Okay, so we have to again put another color. So we'll this time we'll put violet color. Okay, so this part would be the MOS sales. Okay, this part would be the MOS units. Okay, not sales, MOS units. So what would be the MOS units? So if you see MOS units is, it's around 330 here. So 330, the total is 900 minus 330 would be the MOS units. So that would be around 600, 570. So 570 units is the MOS units. Okay, so from here to here it's BEP units. From here to here it's MOS units. From here 0 to 20,000 is BEP amount. So what is the other amount? The other amount from 20 to the maximum 54. The maximum is 54. So from 54, which is the total, if you deduct the BEP amount, okay, BEP sales, you will get the MO sales, which refers to 34,000. Okay, so this is MOS. MOS amount. Okay, so that's about these two parts. Okay, these two parts. And where is our profit? Okay, the profit seems to be the most important element here. We can also find out profit. So we don't want to draw lines anymore. We'll put boxes. Okay, so any part, okay, beyond this BEP is profit. Okay, so we can say that this region is the profitable region. Okay, uh, this entire region is a profitable region. Okay, so okay, so this is profit region. This is profit region. And where is the loss region? Okay, anything below this line is a loss region. So the loss region is actually this part. Okay, is actually this part. Okay, so any point below the BEP is a loss, and any point above it is a profit. Okay, so you got the idea here. You don't need to have these boxes, okay, because they might confuse you a little bit. So we'll just remove them. So hope this area is now clear. Okay, so this is what is the concept here. Okay, so when sales is more than the total cost, it's profit. And when the total cost which is higher than the sales, which is this part, see, total cost line is higher than the sales line, orange line, so it is a loss. Okay, so it's as simple as that. Hope you guys got an idea. This is about BEP chart. This is a basic BEP chart. We'll check what is about the next chart. The next chart is called as contribution break-even chart. So hopefully if you could copy this, let's see whether you could copy this. Okay, if it copies, it's great. Okay, I think we'll delete these two parts. We'll just keep it here. So let's copy it. If it copies, I think it's quite easier for us to do it. Okay, it's just copying. Perfect. So we have contribution break-even chart. What is contribution break-even chart is like very simple. You don't have the total cost line. Okay, you don't have the total cost line, but you have the variable cost line. So variable cost line is at 0 units it's 0, at 900 units it is 27,000. So we don't need to show the total cost line here. Okay, at 0 units it is 0, at 900 units it is 27,000. So 27,000 should be around, I think it should be here. Okay, should be here. So we'll remove this and we'll have a variable cost. Okay, you can have fixed cost line, that won't be a problem, but this chart will not show BEP. Okay, what it essentially shows is what would be your contribution at various points of areas. Okay, so you can see that at 200 units your contribution is this number minus this number, or at 300 units it is 20,000 minus 10,000, or at 900 units it is 54,000 minus 27,000. So at various units you can see what's the contribution. Okay, so that is one idea. The second idea is we have already worked out this. Okay, let's see our numbers. Okay, we have already worked out the problem. This problem and the answer will both be similar. Okay, the problem and the answers will both be similar. Let's see that also. So let's cross check the problem that we have done. See, we have already worked out the problem. The problem said it is 0.5 of PV ratio. Okay, so PV ratio, see, this is in basic break-even chart. PV ratio is called as angle of incidence. It's also called as angle of incidence. What is angle of incidence is, it is this part. Okay, this angle between these two lines is the angle of incidence. So if you want, you can actually put it here, this angle. Okay, this angle is the angle of incidence. Okay, and that is actually the CS ratio. Hope you got the idea. Okay, so next one is BEP. So BEP units is 333. Let's see the BEP units. We got 330, and BEP in amount should come to 20,000. BEP in amount is 20,000. MOS in units should be 570. Yes, MOS in units is 566. It's approximately correct. MOS in amount should be 34,000. Yes, it's perfectly correct. Okay, and adding both total sales and BEP sales will give you 54. Yes, that is the total line. So your formulas are actually derived from the chart only. That is why the chart and the formulas are like very similar. Okay, so this is about the break-even chart, basic break-even chart, and the contribution break-even chart. So we'll discuss the other topics in next upcoming video.